T-shirt. Thank you for the support, JC. There it is. Look at that handprint. Not bad, huh? I'm gonna get a stamp like that. That is pretty cool. Anyway, the QR code is up there on my page on Facebook. If you want to go on the lobster closer with me on the piece, and your kid gets to go for free. So that's like a savings of $799 or whatever it is. That's a no-brainer to me, but that's up to you guys. Listen, I'm excited about tonight's show. I'm going to stay on focus. Yes, I got a little kinky with Trump last night, and we put some eyeballs from a 12-pound lobster on him. And this is a 12-pound lobster that was molting. It's see-through. I've added that, and that's a halibut wing. Oh, delicious. Oh, okay, let me go to my thing and say hello all. Who said that? My kid's 20, yeah. Martin, I do not know the age group, but this thing stinks, Bill. Bill's, put a diaper on him. This thing stinks, Bill. Let me open a beer, Bill. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Hey, Bill, I opened it. I know you weren't with me yesterday, but guess what happened? Well, you know how you told me I went a little too hard on Emily at the beginning. Yeah, I look like a white mister. Did you say that? Martin. Okay, well, let's get into it, Martin. Here's Wolf in the house. Hey, Lisa, are you? Is that person going live at your little hangout tonight? Justin, how you doing? These were made for. Okay, we're gonna finish them up. Okay, I have to drive down there because I messed up. I could have mailed them. He said I could have overnighted them. My buddy's event is on Saturday. It's called King of the Harbor. I made these for him last year. And he has 4. He asked for 4. I just was texting him back and forth. He sold out this year. 26 people in there. And hang on. I kind of wanted to get kinky with it and do this. This is lobster leather that has been epoxied. And I said, do you want one of these instead? Because that looks pimp to me, but he wants to stick with what people are used to. So we are going to stick with what people are used to. So these ones I still have to trim. Thank you. Bill's making meatloaf, but he's doing something different. He stuffed his meatloaf with what, Bill? Cheese in the middle, cream cheese in the middle, mozzarella. And there's a hockey game going on right now. Bill, what's the score? 1-1. I did personally autograph these ones. I'll autograph these when I finish. I need to cut the foam off right here. And I'll do that on tonight's show, and then I'll spray paint them, and then those are done. I will be rolling down. Now, real quick, just to give you an update, I have some exciting news. As you guys have seen, my beautiful lobster shoes, right? Well, Facebook, I'm going to tell you right now. Facebook, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to take a call from the guy that made these, my nephew down in San Diego. That is why I'm going to keep going. I'm going down, I'm dropping off the chains with my buddy Ryan, and then I'm going down to San Diego, where I grew up. My God, Bill is in my ear. New York versus the Ducks? No, Bill, who are you playing today? Edmonton against Florida. What's the Florida's team name, Bill? Sorry, I don't know these things. Panthers, okay. Panthers. So, this is going to be mailed out. I don't know what the mailman will think of this. I don't care. I wish I had the scent like Lisa had on hers, but hey, I like that. I'm going to start doing that on all my packages. Thank you for the support, Jason Cutter. Is that who that's going to? Yep, JC as I call him. And like I said, let's go, baby. Oh, let's go, Oilers, baby. My man, Steve. Hey, thanks for showing up, Bob. Thank you all for sharing out the things you shared out. If you don't want to share something out because it makes you feel uncomfortable, don't share it out, honestly. Or if I'm posting like 10 things a day, just pick the one you like the best. Or share it out. Man, just makes my heart swell up. Now, last night I went a little hard on the drinking. So my wife, I went for 3 hours, Bill, and I just got it. I got a new sponsor, Bill, right? And somebody said, hey, you need to. I finished my beer, Bill, because I'm only doing one beer. I only buy one at the market. The market's closed right now, so I can't even go get another one. Cheers, Bill. Bill has to be up at 3:30 in the morning to go work. 3:15. He has to be at work at 3. I wish I could tell you. Bill, don't you worry. He's a truck driver. That's it, a commercial truck driver. Anyway, back to what I was saying. These shoes are going to be at the PCS show. I am going to be at the PCS show. I am bringing my Seawolf camper and going to camp out in the parking lot. And I didn't know they had full hookups. So, Bill, me and you can still hang out while I'm partying with people. I'll just have you in my ear, homie. Bill would love to be able to come to the PCS show, but he's done things in his life that he can't get in America. So you're safe from a Bill. Let's just put it that way. It ain't no P. Diddy or Epstein shit either. Now, I'm working on this fish head. That is why I'm not wearing one of my shirts tonight. Wilson, Matt Ryan said Wilson. Bill, does this look like Wilson? On Castaways? Was he? Wait, no, Wilson on Castaways. Remember Tom Hanks? Was it a bloody handprint on the thing? I can't remember. How great would that? Okay, let me stay focused. God damn it. These shoes are going to get remade, not these ones. These are my Precious Lobster edition. The next ones are now going to be made. I have to buy my nephew, God, what is that called? He'll call in around, he works until 6. So about 6, as soon as he calls in, I'm off on the Facebook. Sorry, you got to come to YouTube if you want to hear the call. But I'll let it run until he calls because I need my phone to talk to him. We're going to talk to him live. And what he's going to do is he's going to take this lingcod leather. This is what he does for a living, or what he really wants to do. I haven't even promoted these shoes. Wherever I wear them, everybody goes, oh my God. The kids. So these are now going to be unstitched, every little thing. And we are going to make them out of this lingcod that I killed. I have the head. This is a smaller head. I have 2 of the 24-pound heads out there. My idea with that is I went out there to grab them today and maggots just fell out of it. I'm talking bigger maggots than you've ever seen. They weren't just like little tiny maggots. They were at least that long and super long. These things are going to be major, the big flies, I guess. Anyway. Very disgusting because of the heat. It's been nice over there in my kill shed because it has been hot. Now that it's hot, oh God, just thinking about it. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put those heads, and what I do is I put them in water and a solution of vinegar to kill all the flesh-eating beetles and maggots that are in it. And then I bring it out of that, and borax. I put borax in there. And then I bring it out of that, and I'm just sick thinking about it. Jesus, Bill, that smell. You know what I'm talking about? I'll tell you what, Martin. I'll tell you what. Oh, just thinking about it. Oh, my eyes are watering. And this isn't, listen. I'm doing it for a good cause, 100% sustainability. Stay off my back, jerk-offs. I'm not cussing anymore. This is a new Brit. We will have some slip-ups. I am giving this Thrasher tail back to the people that caught it. Beautiful thing. It'll be at the PCS show. I am going to make, well, I'm not going to make it. My wife, if she doesn't come with me, she might be going with me. We just have to do what Dave and his wife did. We have to find babysitters for our 2 English bulldogs. Now, they're a different breed. We can't just have anybody just come over and put them outside and let them back in. These dogs need humans, and they can't be around other dogs because Penelope's a nutcase. I don't even know where she got this aggressiveness. She barks at the TV. You can't even watch E.T. without it being a big deal. So he's going to unstitch these shoes, not these ones are mine, but every fish I kill, I'm going to make shoes. Everybody would love to meet Mrs. Wolf. She would love to get out. It's a lot of driving though. I don't have a problem with driving. Like I said, I'm going to drive down to San Diego and back, drop off this. I saw one of my buddies made one of the greatest shorts that I've seen. And he was out lobster fishing in San Diego, and I guess SeaWorld has fireworks every night. And the finale, he was pulling up his hoop nets. No, this is lingcod, bro. Lingcod. I do, when I catch my Thresher shark bill, I'm going to have shoes made. But on that one, if Justin's son's with me, if I can control my not my attitude, I'm not violent. If I can control my mouth, and not make an adult night, then they can promote me more. This is my problem. I'm unique because of who I am, but I want to make money, and nobody wants to touch somebody that is calling their daughter the C word. See you next Tuesday word. Okay? That's over. The fight's over. Emily, I love you. I'm sorry it ended up this way. I know it's hard watching your dad do this and be dominant, and you thought I would just shut up and be shamed. No, that's not my style. Now, when I promote my videos, you're going to be in every video and you can't stop it. You did way too many videos with me. You drank some Kool-Aid somewhere along from when you graduated from not high school. We do have a beautiful history, Bill, and you were there for it. I mean, it was insane. How long have me and you been hanging out? 20 years? Now, I started hanging out. I'll give you the backstory with Bill. I started hanging out with Bill because he was tired of being locked up, and every time he went out, he would get locked back up. So he decided to stay home and play video games. Sounds retarded. We shouldn't say that word either. Sounds terrible. It was a genius move by Bill. Now Bill has 40 acres. He doesn't even want to leave his house, but he has to go work. And he just wants to come. He's waiting for the frost to end, whatever that means. And I don't even know what that means. I live in California. It was 76 degrees here today. I was driving around with my air conditioner on. Bill had my air conditioner on. He's nowhere near the equator. It gets cold, and they don't all have tied up, 2-2. There was a lot of fights in the beginning. The Oilers have lost 4 in a row because they took 2 weeks off and they were winning. They were in first place for the Olympics, where they got in a little tussle with us. Do we not boo each other anymore, Bill, or do they still boo on the opener? So the Olympics, it's not respect, but the NHL, it is. Okay, I like that. I guess so. So this is gonna be going down to my nephew Amir. He'll be calling in. He is going to document the whole thing. I am going to work on promoting these shoes for him because that's a crowd that is only going to bring in tons of kids. Dave was right from your saltwater guide. I will say this right now. I will say right. I got the not talking. I could talk to a wall. I got that. The other three I got to work on, and I've done this for 20 years, and that is why I have. I've bucked the system. I might even have to do a new YouTube and just bring this one over because once you get put in YouTube jail so many times, or Instagram or Facebook, it doesn't matter that the Instagram is super sensitive, and I'm going to stop saying the word that I said because right now, ever since I've gotten out of Instagram jail, my video for taking the tail meat out of that lobster right there is at 650K. It goes up 50K every day. So every time I cuss or do something that could offend somebody, they take it away from me. That one was rocketing. I've never seen a video rocket like that. Where's Steven? Is Steven here? Steven, where have you been? Yeah, let me make him blue. That guy's solid. Hey, where have you been, my boy? You're like my real son. You know what? You haven't been talking. All right, no politics, none of that. Weston meets Steven. It's my son that I had, and he's a young dad. I got to meet him through social media. He got certified scuba. He's a free diver. He's up in Washington. He dives in the lakes. I sent him my what do you call that thing? What do you call that thing, Steven? The board. The wake. It's not a wakeboard. It's I don't know. I sent it to the kid, and hopefully he's been using it. You already been red flagged. Bank sport. Thank you. Yes, you have a blue thing in your name. If you get out of line, there's one person that can kick you out, and that's Lisa. So a lot of pressure on Lisa, but she doesn't care. You should see her on the boat. If you didn't watch it, okay, listen. It was adult night. Everybody knew it. Dave got on the boat with us. I got to see the real Dave. The real Dave is Dave. Let's just say it that way, okay? But he also knows how to maneuver around, and I don't know how long it took him to figure it out. I'm 54, and I bucked the system, and this is what I want to do. I'm going to go live all weekend. I'm going to be down in San Diego. I might go diving right where the fireworks are because, go back to what I was saying, the fireworks were popping. The guy was pulling up, my buddy was pulling up his hoop nets, and he said he could take me out there and I can film it underwater. Can you imagine me being on a clear night? Brother, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you can watch my videos and then help. Come here. You're absolutely right. Here, we're going to do a little thing, Steven. This is what me and Bill do. We're going to bring you up in life. Right now, Bill's hugging his TV. I'm going to hug this. Go ahead, hug it. It's not gay. Come on. There it is. That's a virtual hug. I can't say gay? What do you say, Bill? You can't say the F word. You can say, like, you can't say the Q word. So, I mean, there's just so, listen. Anyway, hang on, Brent. Really need to talk. Hang on. Brent, you really need to talk to Elliot at the show. When I heard he was there. And listen, by the way, this is not, I can't say semen, Bill, and I can't say cum, otherwise my algorithm. So, this is, listen, can you say semen? Hey, what are you doing, fishing? Till death. That's a great name. That's a great online name. And Who knows when we're going to die, but you might as well have a rod in your hand. Because listen, I know I promote myself in the fishing world. I hang out with the real fishermen. I scuba dive. I slay things underwater. You want to see what it looks like when a halibut's laying there? Just go look at my stuff. I'm learning at 54 to grow up. I've been immature my whole life. I'm a man baby. My wife takes care of all my needs. Dave was like, I know I'm not going to grow up, Bill, but I got to do a little bit of growing up to not cuss, right, and not beat up people. I know our dads were maniacs, Bill. You're better than your dad, right? They never once grew up. Can I talk about your dad or no? You got quiet. You don't want me talking about your dad. You tell me. So Bill grew up in I could say it or no, Bill? I don't know the rules. Can I say it or not? Okay. He grew up with a dad that was a Hell's Angel. The older Hell's Angels. And the newer ones are just as cool as the older ones. I'll say that. But it was an old school way of growing up. So you got to understand, Bill went to these parties whenever he was in his dad's care. They tried putting him in church like they did to me to try to get us a better path in life. And then the church kicked us out. That's just facts on both sides. Now, I got kicked out of the church because my mom and sister were walking down the breezeway to a TV evangelist church that my dad was a deacon. And he started banging my mom's best friend, who he was marriage counseling. This is so accurate, right? So Bill, my dad was a cop and a preacher. Bill's dad was an outlaw. Can I say was he an outlaw, Bill? Okay. Bill's dad was proud of him for going in and not snitching. Now, Bill didn't want to be inside. He had 2 kids. Now, he didn't want to change the diapers, so he kind of did crimes around his kids being born. 8.5 months. Oh, let me commit a crime and then I'll be out in a couple of years. Boom. No more diapers. Good job, Bill. I like how that worked for you. Because both his daughters are cute as buttons. And they love their dad. They accept Bill for who he is. My kids don't. I don't know why. But we're not going down that route. We're healing now. This is me growing up and saying, I don't need to punch my daughter anymore, metaphorically on the web. I struck first blood. I do not stop until the rattlesnake's neck's cut off. Look at me growing, Bill. Look at you growing. And what you guys are going to get, to the younger generation, you guys are going to get shoes being made by my nephew that lives in San Diego. He went to college for this, believe it or not. He needed a cobbler machine. That's the word. He's going to be calling in. As soon as he calls in, I got to get off on Facebook. So I'm just telling you right now, if you're over there, come on over. You can listen to the conversation. Because he's a kid that I watched grow up, and my wife's brother, so my brother-in-law, came into his life and treated him like a dad should treat him. And he didn't have a dad that treated him that way. I'm not going to go into history, but Jesus. And he's making it in this world. He's working hard, and this is what he wants to do. Me, I could probably figure it out, but I don't want to do that. I don't have time. I got to go party with people. I got to make new memories. My mom... Bob, I would love to. It's going to be a whirlwind trip because I need to be back Sunday. So I want to dive under and look up at the fireworks if it's good visibility in the water, and then I'll grab my 7 lobsters. I got to figure out a person to go with, and then I got to scoot back home. So I got to see my best friend that I haven't seen in 5 years. And he's been my friend since we were 5. He took care of me when I beat up the deacons. Who said that? Bill, you don't even know who Billy Graham is. Bill, he was the only preacher that sold out stadiums. When he came to town, my dad worked security because he was a CHP, so he can get in for free. And then I had to go listen, and you know me, a little idiot with ADHD, I didn't want to be there. I just wanted to talk. You're supposed to be quiet when people pray. You're supposed to, I don't know, you're supposed to close your eyes. Okay, heading to Florida. No, are they going to sink a boat? Because they did that in San Diego. In San Diego, hey, Steven, you ever come down, and if this whole thing works out for me, right? The fame thing, and it is. There'll be a point where I can just have you come, and it's all going to be yeah, that's perfect. They did it in San Diego, and it's the coolest thing. Now, those are all stripped down. They take all the stuff that you could get entangled on. They put big holes in them, so it's an overhead enclosure. Please go to your PADI supervisor, do the right things, blah, blah, blah. Here's the new break, okay? And I'm just going to be straight up with you. I am best friends with every instructor. They can't wait for me to be on boat. So when I got sponsored by the Peace Boat, you guys get to come on the Peace Boat. $7.99 is a very good price for a 2-day trip. We don't know where we're going to go. Since I'm on the boat, I'm going to tell if the compliments the brewery. But you gotta understand, this trip, this is, I'm going to be able to give out discounts to people with QR codes, but absolutely, and they're beautiful. To be honest, I grew up in San Diego. I free dived there. My dad took me to the ocean, and for some reason gave me a Hawaiian sling right there at Mission Beach. We'd go there all the time, the jetty, and then I would go out past the surface and look for halibut. Thank God I never saw halibut, because I would have shot it and I would have drowned. Because I'm there to win. I'm not there to lose. And this year I'll tell you the halibut season, which I'm excited about. Halibut will be my next shoes. Let's get the lingcod out of the way, and then Amir will be working on my halibut shoes. It's only $99, Bill, and the kid just needed. Yes, and it's a crank one, Bill. It's a crank one that he can move the shoe around, which he needs to. Otherwise, he would have just. No, but can you text that to me later? Will you text that to me? Not now, because it'll blow up my phone. It's slow, but Adam Sandler. How can it be as slow with Adam Sandler? Does he have all of his buddies in it? Okay, yeah. Jeez, Rob Schneider. Yeah, the world guy that looks like a diddler. Yeah, you can't see diddler, Bill. That's got to be somewhere on the algorithm. So on my shows now, you're going to get a lesser angry, F the world, I thump people, I beat up homeless people guy. I'm going to listen to what Dave from Your Saltwater Guide has said. He has a video out there with over 50 million views. I get 50,000 a day on the removal of that tail. And I don't even go live on Instagram. I have people signing up left and right on Insta. I left Insta because I was mad because of my own actions. My own actions were, why can't I say that word? I called all my buddies that word. Now, the same guy, Mr. Zuckerberg, I'm not going to say anything about him. Great dude, I'm sure. He owns Facebook, so why don't I get banned on Facebook? Bob, okay, Bob. Now, hey, Steven, you want to know something cool about Bob? He was a New York detective that worked on the case, and I watched it. Hang on, Bill. Let me finish this and then read that to me. I watched his documentary. I want to do social media, and there's guys out there that really know how to interview. And Bob got interviewed, and he was a detective. Bob, what case was that? What case was that, love?
The Zodiac Killer?
Was it the Zodiac? It was a box baby killer, but it turned into something else. He'll tell us in a minute. Okay, thank you. And then what were you going to say, Bill? Were you reading a comment? So much easier when you're in the room with me, Bill. Go ahead, read it. I use a 3 mil in the summertime when I'm diving. Now, once you get down, but here's what I do is I have 10 different wetsuits that I bring on these trips. This is just me. When I bring them, there's 10 trips back and forth. If you ever go on one of these trips, you don't have to bring everything. I bring everything. So you want a wetsuit top because you bought a 3 mil, but now it's cold. I have a 5 mil top. Kristen does? Oh, okay. Well, then we're going to watch it. New York Zodiac. Okay. Is there two different... Hey, Bob, was there a Zodiac killer out here too? I think there was one out here. So that's why I was confused. Or was there only one Zodiac killer? I don't know. That is that guy's life. He lived it. That guy had to see babies that were killed and look at the pictures and show up at court. That's a real man. Now, your filters, because I noticed with my uncle, your filters in life, it's hard to trust certain people. So normally cops hang out with cops. Hell's Angels hang out with Hell's Angels. You can't be a Hell's Angel and be a cop. That's just not going to happen. Now, there are cops that love to ride motorcycles. Listen, it's just that two different worlds, and me and Bill, for some reason, were thrown into the same world. We clicked. We were in this group of guys. They're all great. They all don't want to play with me and Bill because me and Bill like to kill our own teammates. And I don't care if you're my best friend or not. It's just fun. And then we win the match. It's entertaining to us. The more upset... We had one guy saying he was going to kill himself. Me and Bill's wives. That, oh my God, it was the worst day. My greatest day was when you let me in your group, and the worst day was when you guys started killing me. I said, bitch, oh, sorry, I can't say that word. I said, why are you being crying? You're a grown-ass man. I play 17 and over games, so don't yell at me for yelling at little kids. They should be at Fortnite. Jason, hey, brother, since you're here, this is going to be your package, bro. I won't put your address on the other side, but not bad, huh? Now, my wife thinks that's a little harsh. I don't know. I don't, but she's in charge of the shipping. So, super cool, thank you. I can't wait till the mailman comes up and this is what you get at your house. Hey, I will say, Lisa, I was doing lobsters, Bill, and I was and him, her, and the guy Ryan that I built these necklaces for. He bought two of my hoodies, and he did them on his kids. He bought mediums for his kids. I'm like, well, dude, it's my size. Like, why are you buying a medium? Mediums are sold out in the hoodies, by the way. I will have some. I have two guys that want them. When I come to the PCS show, I will have them with me. There's no discounts. I just started this business. I'm sorry. I can't give them away yet. I know you guys are supporting me, and I would love to just be able to throw you a t-shirt here, a hoodie there. Those days will come. No doubt. It's my own fault. I should have already been here. I'd love to be able to take Steven, and he's a young dad. He's not a young dad. His kid was driving a truck. I remember that. And it hurts me that you're fighting whatever you're fighting, brother. It does. Don't worry about it. Just keep watching me. Maybe I can make you smile a little bit. Who is? Who is? He's going to where? He's going to Mexico? What part of Mexico are you going to, Steven? You don't have to give me your... I know people in Mexico. You want to go diving with some great people? I need to know where you're going. I know. I've been to everywhere, and when I step on the boat, people pay me to come back, type thing. Now, I would be the party guy that with the adults, right? I win everybody over when I meet them, no matter what. But getting kids involved in diving is key. Getting kids involved in hunting, getting kids involved in fishing. We've all told our kids, anything outside, off the tablets, listen, don't you guys get off the tablets. Jesus, I need you. But, and your kids shouldn't be watching me because I'm not trained yet. I'm training myself to grow up at 54. I've already made a mark in this world, which everybody kind of wants to do. And I'm a dad that has been through... You gotta understand, I'm going on 3.5 years with my daughter and 2.5 for my son, not even talking to me. Not even weddings. My neighbors are lame. Thank you for reading this, Bill. This is so easier for me. Bill, we gotta... when I get famous, and you're gonna just sit at home and read my comments for me, okay? You're gonna be the comment reader. What is your best week, Bill? What's your best week? Working 90 hours a week. 3,800. If I could pay you $5,000 a week, and all you had to do was hang out with me in my ear and read comments, just match you. I don't want to match you. I want to... You tell them what's your worst check. Hey, why am I cutting myself a dumb deal? What's your worst check? I'll match your worst check. 22. You'd be excited about 2,200 and then you could just work in your garage? And Bill, Bill wants a Trans Am. He doesn't want it brand new. He doesn't want it all built out. He wants a rusty frame. And Bill's the kind of guy, I surround myself with guys like this. My friend TJ's the same way. You can give this guy a car, or my buddy, TJ, my boat, and he can make it magically better than anything anybody else could do. They know how to modify it. They know how to do 3D printing for dashboards or whatever that is. I don't know. That's not my field. I told you, Bill calls me his slow friend, and I'm okay with that. Because here's why. I've made so much money in this world creating 3 businesses, and this is my last business. This is what I want to do. I want to go around meeting you. I want to be able to take Steven when he's down. I want to say, hey, listen, the Peace Boat is doing this. I can get you a little bit of a deal. If your kids get into it, if you're going through it, I don't know if I don't know his story. I really don't. I just know I was a single dad and I was crushing it. I've never had depression, and I should. My kids aren't talking to me. It's nothing with me and Bill's experience. That's what Bill's saying, and it's true. Because here's the truth about it. I see people saying, "Oh, I have anxiety." We would get beat the fuck. Oh, Jesus! Hang on. Let me slow down. It's a learning curve. I'm gonna train myself here before I start my new channel. Our dads would beat us if we said we were depressed, right? And then they would tell us to go outside. Or anxiety. Well, that wasn't even a word. Narcissist was not a word. Strong men, but we're coming back to it, Bill. We are coming back to it in America. I don't know if you guys are. Because the world went too crazy the other way. And that's why I had no problem yelling at the people in Sacramento. That is why I have no problem. This is really good for me to train because I have until April. That's their next meeting. I'm going. My wife called me off. I was going to drive up there, and I would have went to jail because I was on it. I started off with a chat with Matt Ryan in a chat group. It was just me and him, and then it grew to 9. It grew to 9, and Bill, when you start new chat groups with all of our people, you have to start all over, right? Because you add somebody. So we just added people. Now, Bill, I'm in this chat. Do you want to be in this chat with these guys? They chat all day long. No more. Bill can't handle it. Bill, you'd be perfect for this chat group. I know. Okay. Bill's my friend. Leave him alone. He's got too many things going on. He's a commercial truck driver. We'll leave it at that. God, if I could tell your goddamn... The nation is Seawolf Stomp. That was the Seawolf Stomp. I hope they start doing it on Justin's boat all next year. I do. I think because if I can really calm down on my cussing and any open parties, if I have the opportunity to go down there, I want to do that. I want to do that once a week. Maybe I go down there for 3 days, right, in Southern California. I live in Northern California. So I go down there for 3 days. If you meet me, I'm going to cuss. Don't bring me around. Your kids. If I'm on a dive charter boat that you went on and you want to bring your kids, I will be... Bill, you grew up in a world that nobody could understand, except for other kids that grew up that way. And we've seen your whole... Well, there was a lot of you. A lot of you pick up the habits, and then your family's dead. I mean, at a young... Yeah, I saw your daughter's post the other day, Heavenly post to my auntie, and how old was she? 30, 40? What did she make it to? 32, 33. So Bill's special that he was able to raise his kids, protect them from... He didn't protect them from that lifestyle. They're in the lifestyle. They have respect, but you would never let them go to a party like you got to go party. No, Bill says no right away. So Bill is a better version of himself than his dad. I am a better version of myself than my dad. I hope my son Weston will be a better version of me as a dad. He won't know it until... That's all you can hope for. And then you don't know it until after that parent passes away, and then you start... The anger is gone. The anger will be gone. And I remember when my dad passed. Me and my sister were sitting there, and I beat up my dad. He told me to call him Dad. He wanted to be called Dad. And I was in a restaurant with one of my girlfriends in Los Gatos. It was like a sports bar, Denny's type thing. And he had the bozo bald, right? CHP, he had the mirrored glasses and the bozo bald, right? And he demanded that I called him Dad after he didn't pay. I didn't talk to him for 3 years, right? Same. The history repeats itself, but I remember this. I remember he demanded me calling him Dad, and I said, "You don't pay for insurance. You didn't pay for child support. You trained me to protect my mother and sister, and you turned on him. You started banging my mom's best friend, who was my aunt, not in real life, but we just called her an aunt. Me and my sister, our families were so integrated, right? And when you turned on my mom and sister, and you trained me to be a warrior, and somebody was attacking him, it was you, Dad. I beat the fuck out of him. I grabbed the back of his head, Bill. I slammed it on the table, busted his nose open, and started beating him because he wanted me to call him dad. This chick I was dating, Jesus, I'm sorry to you, wherever you are. Because the staff came out. The cooks came out. I don't know how to turn it off. So when me and Matt were talking, and he goes, you had 10, 20 more seconds. Why did you stop? No, Martin. No, Martin. I like that idea. I would be broke and I don't care because I've done that before. This is what I need, Martin, right here. The Thresher Shark Tail. It's flexible. There's no smell here. You have to keep it away from dogs. They will kill themselves. This is epoxy. Anthony, Justin's good deckhand, slapped me with this. Yes, Bill, I will do that. Thank you. I will say that in a second. Let me finish this. I got ADHD. So he slapped me with this. It hurts. Here, I'll show it right now, Bill. Are you ready? Fuck, this is gonna hurt. I already know it is. Fuck. Top of the head. Let me get ready. Fuck! I cussed. Oh! Hang on, I gotta do it again. Hang on, I cussed. Because I cussed, Bill. This is better than a tip jar. Hang on. I'm gonna do the top of my head. That hit my ear. Well, Bill, this is how I was raised. I cussed. Here we go. Hey, algorithm. I'll take care of myself. Love, you want to slap me?
What are you doing? I thought you shocked yourself.
No, I didn't shock myself. I slapped myself with this. If I cuss, I slap. Oh, Amir's calling. Hang on, everybody. I got to get off Facebook. Facebook, sorry. Come on over to YouTube. Oh, how do I finish? Amir.
Third.
I'm live, and I'm not cussing. I know that's hard for you to understand because I'm your uncle, but everybody can hear you.
Hello, everyone. How are we doing today?
Bill, can you hear Amir fine? Hang on. Bill, can you hear Amir? Okay, perfect. All right, Amir. I was just slapping myself with a Thresher Shark when you called. I am introducing, this is my nephew in San Diego. You went to school for this, right?
Yeah.
This is, if you could do anything in life, would you do this?
Yeah. I would love to just be at home and be designing shoes, clothes, and yeah, that would be the life, traveling.
And you live in San Diego, a big fishing community, correct?
Yeah.
And I got boys down there. So if you guys want shoes made, I can process the leather. I can't take money. Sorry, I'll process it for free. Amir is going to have to charge you. But it'll be reasonable, and you can walk around with your own Nikes, Air Force One of one original Nikes of your favorite
definitely.
fish. So,
yeah, we can definitely. Yeah, I can definitely do that.
So I'm coming down. I'm gonna go out, and I think I'm gonna go lobster diving. It's gonna be a roll. I gotta be back Sunday. I gotta drop off chains, these bling chains for my buddy's event. I'm bringing this leather right here to him, and he's gonna. We just need that cobbler machine, right?
Yeah, I just need the cobbler machine because it's gonna be being stitched in like a 3D form. It won't be flat.
I don't even know what that means, and I love it. These worked out perfect. These did. This was my last year's leather. I didn't perfect it like this. Amir, I got this kind of leather that I showed you earlier today of lobster skin now. I just need a whole bunch of it for shoes.
That's dope.
So you can take, let me just, listen, I will promote the hell out of these shoes, and this will take us into fame, because the youth, your generation is all about shoes, correct?
Yeah, definitely. Shoe game is big. I mean, shoe game is big I feel like in all ages, to be honest.
No. But we had Rolex watches, right? You guys, people pay 15,000 for shoes, right? That's not unheard of, correct?
Yeah, no, that's definitely it's not rare.
It's not rare, and these, if they're one of one, correct?
Yeah, it's definitely possible.
And for you to even break into the guys that have already done it, that are doing the athlete shoes like the Kittles and you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's like me trying to become famous on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like in the shoe industry, it's really about getting the product. I mean, I feel like it's clothing too, but getting the product in the right people's hands.
Yes. You're my family, so fuck it. I mean, when did we meet? How old were you? I think you were like 5, right?
I was 7.
7. I've watched your whole career. I'm proud of you. I was telling everybody earlier that you're hardworking. You have to call in after your real job. But just like Bill, wouldn't this be fun if you could just do 2 of these shoes a week and double what you make now?
Yeah.
With the right equipment, so you would only get better and better?
Yeah, like that would. Yeah, that's the plan. Once I get to that point, yeah, I'm gone. I'm not working for anyone. I'll figure everything else out along the way. Learn and invest the money in the right places.
Yeah, invest it back into your own business, brother. That's all I can say. Yeah. That's what I'm doing. My hoodies that are being sold, I got a buddy. I'm sending this out tomorrow. You're not watching, but there's a red handprint on it, like a murder scene, for T-shirts and whatnot. But Amir's gonna be my shoe guy. I kill a fish. I kill that leopard shark, and here's what I'm gonna do. I just gotta explain this real quick, Amir. I know you've worked a long day. I'm gonna go shoot a leopard shark over in Catalina. I know where a world record one is. Compliments the brewery. And I'm going to kill the shark. I'm going to skin it. I'm going to eat it. And if whatever I don't eat, the people at the market will eat. No bargaining, no trading. Just good old-fashioned fun, having fun. I got people that can bring in the sharks. Now, when you bring in the sharks, the whites might show up. Well, the whites mean ratings. I don't care about a white in the water. I can handle them on tanks. Not on the surface. You just want to be out of the water. But you go to Catalina in the summertime, crystal clear water. Let me finish up with Amir real quick. So I'm coming down there, and I'll give you what you need to make your dream happen. And maybe this works, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. How can people follow you, Amir?
They can follow my brand page. It's called Puzzle of Life, and then the E at the end of life is a 3.
Okay. I will put that up on Facebook.
Yeah, I'll text it to you right now.
Thank you.
I just texted it to you.
Okay. I will put that up on my. So, can you do me a favor, and on your page, while you're making the shoes, will you just do a daily update? I know you have other jobs, and I know you'll get it done when you get it done.
Yeah, I can do that.
And when I get them back, honestly, they're not going to be like this, right? You're taking the stitching out. He already knows what he wants to do. I was explaining what I wanted, and he goes, I got this. So he did these, and these are great. I added the gaping... I can't even say that word anymore because it sends my algorithm down. I'm not cussing. Look at me growing up. Did you ever think that I would stop cussing?
He said, look at me growing up. That's funny.
Hey, listen, this is an algorithm thing. You want to play? Let's play. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
As your uncle, I want to see you succeed. I want to see you thrive. This is your thing. This is what you went to college for, right?
Exactly.
What kind of college classes do you take?
What kind of classes?
Yeah, what kind of classes do you take?
So I took. They're like you have to pay for them. Well, obviously you have to pay for them, but it's not like a schooling, like a college. It's more of like it's
A trade?
people that make. It's like people that make shoes that basically start making classes to like teach people how to make shoes.
How much schooling do you have to do for this?
I mean, I took 3 classes, and then the rest was. I mean, out of those 3 classes, I probably invested around definitely over 5 G's into it, and then the rest of it I just kind of learned on my own.
And 5Gs, I mean, our family doesn't have, like, you got help from the parents or maybe not, I don't know. Lingcod laces, do you think we can make laces with the skin too?
Actually, maybe. I think the skin would have to be very thin, and I think what I would do is they would have to be a thicker lace, like a chunky lace too.
Yeah.
And I think they would look better on a chunky lace if you're gonna use skin anyways.
And then you lace it up like, do you even know who the Beastie Boys are?
Yeah.
Okay. They started with the white shoes with the laces that were straight across. You know what I'm talking about? The thick laces. I don't know if they started that, but I know it was probably before you were born. Well, anyway, I'm excited. I'm excited to see you. I'm only going to be there for a couple minutes. I'll drop it off.
You're coming down from LA, right?
I'm coming from LA.
Okay, what time do you think you'll be to San Diego?
That I will text you when I figure out my life tomorrow. Can I do that? I'm not going to be there tomorrow. And if you're not around, I'll drop them off at a secure area. My boy, I have so many people that live down there. I can drop them off with there, and then they can give them to you if you're going to go do something. You go live your life.
Because I get off work at 5, but you have to pass. Where I work is like very far up North County, so it's kind of closer to LA. It's not as deep into San Diego.
Oh, well, I got to drop some paint off to one of my buddies that I did that 15-pound lobster to. So he's up in that area, like San Onofre area.
You said what?
San Onofre?
No, I'm more like kind of Poway.
Poway. Okay, inland.
Yeah.
Perfect,
so
bro.
We'll figure it out. Just let me know what time you think you'll be down here, and then I'll tell you where if I'm either at work or at home.
Perfect, brother. Hey, I love you. Thank you for calling in. Let's make this happen. Let's make your dream happen and my dream happen.
Let's do it. Love you too.
All right, brother.
All right. Good night. Bye.
Late. All right, he's gone. I had a halibut skin. You got to understand, halibut is my jam. I got guys working on halibut for me right now, the skins. I'm sourcing things out. I got way too many projects. I got my mom making earrings, but I don't know. She's my mom. Panthers scored. What's the score, Bill? Sorry. 3-2. 3-2. What period are we in? Third. So how many more minutes? That's if I 8 minutes. There's only 3 periods, correct? Stitch it over the leather. Yes. Martin, he knows that. I told him I don't want it the glue effect here. Looks good. These were great. He didn't have the right machinery that I needed for, and I didn't have the right leather for it. Oh, Bill, you're absolutely right. Let me get back to me before I have to slap myself for, God, this is going to hurt, Bill. Here we go. Okay, I'm doing the top of the head. Okay, here we go. I'm doing the top of the head. I can't, this is going to hurt. Gee. And the reason why is because last time I slapped myself, I said the F word. Here we go. This is old school. This is my dad spanking me for cussing. Ah! Bill, can you hear the snap? Ah! I got it. I got to give this tail away, so I got to go get my own. I got to get the skin off it because they quartered it up, and we didn't have time to pull the skin off. Thank you, Justin, for that great experience. $220 open party to go get lobster, and we had a bonus of a thresher shark. And then I hear Dave's show afterwards, right? 3 days later, and I'm like, oh, well, you know, I want to come back and get my own. Well, children first. I agree with that. Women first. I was trained this way. And then men. I was in the rotation. They put the belt on me with the little thing that you stick the thing in, the reel, so you can go reel up. If you're a real man, you just do what Justin did. Yeah, what time is it? Give me 5 more minutes and we're gonna shut it down, Bill. No more alcohol tonight, because I know you got to work early. So here's what we got on the platform. I'm gonna go live no matter what. I would love for you guys to share me out. I would love for you guys to make comments on my shorts. If you don't want to, if I'm doing like 4 shorts a day, you don't have to share out all 4 because they're like, what is this guy? If you want to, please do. Am I going to stop messing around and yelling at my daughter and son? Do I love them? Am I going to promote the Peace Boat with pictures from videos of me and my daughter from our trips when I wasn't a narcissist? It is what it is. You guys all have a great night. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. To JC, thank you. This means a lot to me. My website is cwolf13.net. If you're in if you want to come support, you get something for it. If you don't, it's okay. I already know where my life's going to go. I already know where Mir's life's going to go after I promote my new shoes. This was just a test. These things I walk anywhere in the world and kids know what they are. And then they sign up and they follow. Restaurants, whatnot. My daughter has to go potty, so we're out of here. You all have a great night. I didn't even get to the link hothead. Oh well. Peace out. Manana, 5:30.